Hey everyone, welcome back to my garden. And today we got an update with the hydroponic cucamelon plant, also known as the mouse melon. As you see here, this plant has a ton of flowers that have already blossomed and opened up and are ready to be pollinated. And today I'm going to show you how to hand pollinate cucamelon plants, also known as mouse melons or sour gherkins, indoors. Now, the reason why we're hand pollinating these indoors is because, well, firstly, we're growing them indoors, and secondly, is we don't have any bees or any bugs to pollinate these things as it normally would in nature outdoors. So we have to come in by hand and basically do each and every flower. This way, we maximize the yield that we produce during our harvest, and we assure guaranteed success. Now, you want to basically come in here and pick the best male flowers to pollinate with, because the biggest ones are going to have the most pollen, and that will assure a little bit more of a success rate for you. Now, as you see here, basically we have a female flower right here. It's this little beautiful yellow flower. Let's see if we could zoom in a little bit on that. Isn't that lovely? And right behind it is the cucamelon, or the little fruit that grows, and it's attached to a vine that connects to the main vine basically. And right next to it, it is always the male flowers. Now, the nice thing about the cucamelon plant is the female flowers and the male flowers grow right next to each other. So you don't have to go searching far to get flowers, which is nice. So in nature, they probably, when the wind blows, they'll move by each other and probably brush up against each other. And the pollen would probably work that way also, but there's no wind in here. So now what you want to do is you basically, the male flowers, which are these little guys right here, it's about 4 to 6 male flowers on each vine that grows for every one female flower, which is nice because this way you could pick the biggest one. We're not going to pick one from here because these are pretty small. I'm going to pick a larger one that I'll find somewhere around here, and I'm going to show you exactly how to hand pollinate this. So let's just find one in the back somewhere here. Let's see. All right, I think I got a nice one. Hang on, see if we can grab it. Oops. Bring you guys back. All right, one moment. Okay, so I'm just going to take the tweezers and pluck it off. I'm going to show it to you in a moment. Just put it in your hand, and you want to flip it this way. You're holding the back side of the male flower, as you see here. It's a little bit hard to see, but basically I'm holding the back side of the flower, and the front of it is where the pollen is going to be coming out of. Now what you want to do is you want to take this male flower and you want to put it right into the female flower here. So you want to take that. Don't be scared to take the plant and hold it. It's attached to a vine, it's not going to rip. And you want to put it right inside into there. And I like to leave it right in there just to make sure that the pollen is going to release, even if it's not released immediately right now. As soon as it starts breaking down, I feel like the pollen's going to go right into it. I'll show you an example of 2 or 3 of them that I did yesterday that worked out really well. I could tell because the petals are starting to die off, and the fruit is beginning to get nice and plump and big. Let me show you what I'm talking about right here. As you see on this side, both of these flowers here, I hand pollinated yesterday using the exact same method. And as you see, the flowers are already starting to wither away, and the fruit is nice and plump. And you could tell it's also getting a nice deep green color as opposed to this younger flower right here. So you see it's a little bit of a difference. And let's just pollinate one more. This one I already did, so let's find another one. There we go. Here's one that opened up this morning. Okay, show you again. Stay inside. And so we're gonna basically pick a male flower. Right next to it looks like there's some nice big ones actually. So you wanna come in with tweezers and pinch it right off. Don't squeeze it too hard because you don't want to damage the male flower. Put it in your hand, flip it around, and basically just pinch it a little bit on the back side, hold it. We're gonna take the female flower and we're going to place it right into the center. And let's see, almost there. There we go. Let me show you. As you see the female flower, and there's the male flower right inside the center. And that's basically how we're going to hand pollinate all of these flowers here, and we're gonna have a ton, and I mean a ton, of fruits produced on this thing. I estimate from reading and doing much research, I'm probably gonna have somewhere around like 100 little fruits on this thing, maybe even more. Now let me just take you off the tripod and show you something real interesting. As the plant is getting developed and starting to grow more, on every single node there's a new vine beginning to develop. So not only are these plants going to grow, it's going to double in size probably as it's getting older. So that's basically what I have for you today, and hopefully this information helps you guys in some way. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll do my best to try to answer everything. And if you liked what you see here today, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.